Welcome students. We are glad you join us. Those are entering the 10th standard, welcome you all. Due to coronavirus, online classes are going on. So watch it, learn it regularly. Okay. So welcome you all 10th standard students. Now we discuss the topic in physics, laws of motion. In physics, first unit, laws of motion. Human beings are so curious about things around them. Human beings are so curious things around them. Some bodies are rest and some are in motion. So rest and motion are interrelated terms. In previous class already we studied what is meant by motion and types of motion and so on in the terms of speed, velocity and acceleration. In this topic we learn concept of motion and 3 laws of motion and so on. In this lesson, concept of motion and 3 laws of motion and so on. We see any one of an object, some of questions are rise in our mind. We see any one of object, some of questions are rise in our mind. For example, some object at rest. For example, some object at rest and suddenly starts to move. Some object at rest and suddenly starts to move. So, questions that rises in our mind, how to behave it? Some object at rest suddenly starts to move. The question is how to behave it. Similarly, a object move slowly, otherwise a object move fast. A object move slowly or a object move fast. Now our question is, how it is possible? That is, how will you increase the speed or how will you reduce the speed of an object? At the same time, how change the direction of an object? How to change the direction of an object? So already we told human beings are most curious things around them. So question number 1, a object is rest or suddenly starts to move. Question number 2, how will you increase the speed or reduce the speed? And question number 3, how will you change the direction of an object? So these are questions arises in our mind about the things around them. So one answer for all the above questions is force. Yes, force is the best answer for all the above questions rise in our mind. A common man understanding a motion of a body needs some of an external force. That external force is known as that external energy is known as force of an object. That is, starts to move or suddenly stops, increase the speed or reduce the speed. We want the external energy. That external energy is known as our force. Okay. So this force is how it is measured. The force measured in Newton. The more newtons, the greater force. The more Newton is the greater force. The measuring terms of force is spring balance, that is spring scale. The measuring terms of force is spring balance or the spring scale. So what is meant by force? So what is force? Force is a push or pull acting on the body is known as our force. Push or pull acting on the body is known as our force with change its velocity. Change its velocity. Two types of forces are balanced force and unbalanced force. Two types of forces are balanced force and unbalanced force. So, force is an external effect which may move a body at rest or stop a moving body or change the speed of a moving body or change the direction of a moving body. At the same time, change the shape and size of a body. So, effect of forces. Force can move at rest. Force can move a body at rest. Second one, force can stop a moving body. Force can stop a moving body. Third one, force can change the speed of a body. Force can change the speed of a body. Fourth one, force can change the direction of a moving body. Force can change the direction of a moving body. And finally, force can change the shape and size of a body. Force can change the shape and size of a body. So, these are effects of a force of an object at rest or moving. So, this force is a more scientific manner using three laws proposed by Sir Isaac Newton. That is the first law of motion, second law of motion and the third law of motion. Newton's first law of motion, Newton's second law of motion and Newton's third law of motion. These three laws helps you to understand the motion of a body and also predict the future course of its motion. So the force acting on it, before Newton formulated his three laws of motion for different perceptions about the force and motion. So let us learn these three laws in this unit. Then the concept of force and motion for derived with our great scientists Aristotle and Galileo. So now Aristotle versus Galileo. First of all, Aristotle's thoughts. Every object has a proper place in the universe. Every object has a proper place in the universe. He stated that two motion of an object. One is natural motion and another one is violent motion. Natural motion means every object comes to rest without any external influences. Natural motion means every object comes to rest without any external influence of the force. This natural motion is also known as force independent. This natural motion is also known as force independent. Then second one is violent motion. This violent motion is known as an object comes to its own natural state for an external force. The object comes to its own natural states for an external force. These are violent motion. This violent motion is also known as force dependent. So natural motion is force independent. Violent motion is force dependent. These are the concept of Aristotle, the great philosopher Aristotle. And the second one, Galileo's fact is an object can move freely in the absence of frictions. An object can move freely in the absence of frictions. So, Aristotle versus Galileo concept difference. First one, force required for accelerating object to move. Same. Force required for accelerating object to move. Second point, force required for object moving at constant velocity. These are same as? No. Here, force not required for object moving at constant velocity. Here, force required. Here, force not required. Then last one, force required for violent but natural motion. Here, force not necessarily required for violent motion. Here, required for violent. Here, not required for violent. Okay. So, these are the difference between Aristotle versus Galileo concept of force and motion. Our another topic, inertia. So, what does mean by inertia? Inertia means mass of an object. Anybody, would you like to continue the state of rest or state of motion? That is mean by inertia. So, this inertia is defined as inherent property of a body to resist any change in its state of rest or state of uniform motion unless it is influenced upon by an external unbalanced force is known as inertia. That is the tendency of a body to oppose or resist any change in its state of rest or uniform motion is called inertia of a body. This inertia of a body can be classified as three types: inertia of rest, inertia of motion, and inertia of direction. So, inertia of rest means the resistance of a body to change its state of rest. A body to change its state of rest is known as inertia of rest. A body change its state of motion. A body change its state of motion is called inertia of motion. Finally, a body change its direction of motion is called inertia of direction. So, inertia means mass of an object can change the state of rest or state of uniform motion is known as inertia of an object. It's classified into three types: inertia of rest, inertia of motion, and inertia of direction. A body change to state of rest is called inertia of rest. A body change to state of motion is called inertia of motion. A body change to direction is called inertia of direction. So, thank you, students.